Good afternoon, guys. So we're live now. I'll just be doing a quick breakdown of our expectation on gold. We're doing a quick breakdown of our expectation on gold. So let me share my screen. This was the last. Okay. Let me copy this link so I can actually get some people. Okay. So what's our expectation on? What's our USD? I personally, let's do a quick analysis of what we are expecting on gold. The news will be out. A few minutes time, the news will be out very soon. We have to close this straight, so do it properly. So the news will be out in a few minutes time. And what's my basic analysis on? What's my basic expectation on XAUUSD? This was the last NFP news that we had. This was the analysis right here. So basically, I'm expecting a break. I'm expecting a break. Let me just keep everything simple. I'm expecting a break of this zone, and we'll probably be entering for our sale here. We'll probably be entering the sale at this level. Why? Because market is currently bearish, and we have to follow the structure. We have to follow the trend of the market. So basically, this is my expectation on gold. If we have a successful break at this level, if we have a successful break at that level right there, I'll be going in for a sell. I'll be going in for a sell. So let me create a sell stop here. Sell stop will come around this area. It's 3324.5. I'll just keep our stop loss minimal 3346.6. So this is my basic expectation for gold. But depending on the action I will actually get, like I said, if we have a successful breakout, if we have a successful breakout, if we have a successful breakout of this level, we have a successful break of this strong support level right here. If we have a successful break of this support level right here to the downside, then we're banking on the sell. Then we're actually going to be selling gold. We're actually going to be selling gold. We're actually going to be selling gold. So let's just wait and be patient. Initially, as well, we can get a bounce off. We can get a bounce off that area. We can get a bounce off that area, and we'll be seeing some buy moves. But let's just be patient and just watch out for the reaction in the markets. Let's just watch out for the reaction. If we get a break, if we get a break of this zone, if we get a break of this zone, then we're actually going to be buying. If we get a break of this zone right here, if we get a break of this zone right here, then we're actually going to be buying. But for now, let's just watch. Let's watch whatever the news has to give us. Then that will give us the basis of our decision. That will give us the basis of our decision making. So we're just being patient and watchful and let the news come out. Once the news come out, we'll follow suit and analyze and follow with the trend of the market. So that's the basic analysis for this CPI. I hope everybody can hear me though. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying though. So you can actually set a sell stop here. You can set a sell stop at this level right here. A sell stop below this level. I just set mine right now. You can set a sell stop below that level. You can set a sell stop below that level, and you will get a break to the top side at this level right here. You get a break that comes with 3371 from 2, 3371. Okay, the news is out. The news is out, guys. The news is out. Let's watch out for the reaction of the markets. So the news is out, guys. We're just being very, very patient before making any decision in the markets. We're being very, very patient. Three, three. Okay, we're having some spikes to the top side. We're having a spike to the top side, but let's just be patient. Let's be patient now, guys. Let's be patient now. Let's just be patient now and monitor the move. Let's and monitor the move in the markets. So we're just being very patient. Just being very patient. Patience now, guys. Okay. So actually, let's go down to the 1 hour time frame and watch out. What's the market doing? Market is still finding it hard. Market is literally still finding it hard to break that level, to break this consolidation zone. There's a consolidation zone at this area. Where we see market has been consolidating for quite a number of times. This is yesterday, consolidating within this area. Market has literally been consolidating between this area. But I just been patient enough to monitor the move in the markets and make the most of this opportunity in the markets. So let's just watch out, guys, and be patient. The news is out already. The news is out already. The news is out already. What's the fundamental? The news is out already. So let's just watch out. Let's just be patient, guys. Let's be very, very patient, guys. Let's be patient. Alright. Let's see. Okay. So let's just be very, very patient, guys. We have this drawn up already. If we have a break, if we get a break above this level, the other time, if we get a break above this level right here, if we get a break above this level right here, then we're actually going to be buying. So we're mainly just trading the support and resistance. We're just basically watching out for the move in the market and making the most of the proper opportunity. We want to make the most of the opportunity properly, and we're just being conservative enough. I'm being patient. That's the thing about trading it. You have to be very, very patient. Let the market speak for itself. Let the market give signs of its move. Then do what? Then we move. We follow ASAP. We don't just follow what the market is trending. We also study how it is trending, the momentum. How to actually make the most of the opportunity. So this is my basic analysis for gold. But let's just hold on. For the news isn't that volatile, isn't that it's not giving the spike as we expect. But let's just watch out. Let's just study it properly and be patient. Let's be very patient. Let's be patient enough for the news. So let's hold on about 5 minutes more and see where the market actually trends to before making our decision in the market. Yeah. Before making our decision in the market. So, but hopefully we can get a break. So why are we actually expecting a break of this level? And we're actually going to be selling. Why are we going to be selling when we get a break of this level? We're basically going to be selling because this zone right here, this is the 4 hour time frame. I'm basically using the 4 hour time frame because it's make everything look more simple and short. This was the NFP news that we traded, and you see it's moved nicely. It's moved nicely, and we're able to make good profit of this. But now the market has been trending to the downside, and we have to follow the trend of the market and be very much patient. So we get a break, significant support level right here. If market comes to this place, there might be signs of buy from here. If market comes to this level, market might start buying. But if we're able to get a break of this level, then we're definitely going to go for the sell. We're definitely banking on the sell. We're definitely banking on the sell. So we're just being patient. We're just being patient enough, guys. We're just being patient enough. And we're just being patient enough. We're being patient enough for this opportunity. We're being patient enough for this trade. When you're trading news, you have to be very careful. You have to be as conservative as possible. So you don't make mistake. So you don't make mistake in the market. So let's just be patient. So let's just be patient, guys, and just watch out for this opportunity in the market. Let's watch out for this spike. The move we're actually going to be getting from here. So just hold on. Let's hold on. Let's hold on for 5 minutes more and see what the market has to give us in this trade. That will give us the basis of our decision, like I said. So let's just be patient. Let's go down to the 15 minutes and see how the market's actually moving. Market is basically still within that consolidation area, but we're expecting a break of that consolidation. That's what we're expecting these news to do for us. You can see right here. You can see the consolidation right here. So it's actually very risky. The only opportunity that could have been was to have gotten on the buy immediately from here, from the from the low of the consolidation zone and hold it up to this area. But we weren't able to get out. So and it's even risky to get on the buy now. So it's better to be patient. It's better that we are patient and market because that's the best thing to do right now. That's the best thing to do right now. That's the best thing to do right now. So let's just be patient, guys. Let's be patient, guys. So we already, as of this morning, expecting the break of this consolidation area, which we had right here with this week that came to the downside right here. But now you can see the spike that this news brought. You see gold spiking to the top side, which is giving signs that probably gold is quite stronger than the US dollar. But depending on the outcome, depending on the results from these news, that will give us the basis of our decision making. So let's just be patient, guys. So we'll wait 10 minutes more. If we're not able to get any opportunity, then we'll call it a day and probably wait for another opportunity. If there's another opportunity, I'll send you to the Telegram channel. Anybody can join our Telegram channel at Non-Star FX, Non-Star Forex. That's the name of the Telegram channel. That's the name of the Telegram channel. So let's be patient, guys. So this is us just being patient. When news come out like that, you can't rush the market. You have to be patient. You have to be patient. But this was another opportunity for us to have initially gotten on the sale though. This top. the top of the consolidation, which is this area right here, which is this area right here, based on the fundamental that came out. But even we weren't even able to get a proper touch of this zone right here. So imagine getting on the sell from here. Yeah. Oh, let's just watch out. Let's watch out for the trend. Let's see. Let's see the outs. Let's see the outcome of this. Let's see the outcome of this trade. Let me go back to the 1 hour time frame. So these news isn't really that volatile. They're not really spike movements in the markets. They're not really spikes movements in the markets. So let's just hold on for about 10 minutes more. Let's hold on for about 10 minutes more. If we're unable to get any opportunity, this live class will stop in the next 10 minutes. If we're unable to get any opportunity, then we call it a day and wait for later on any opportunity that the market give us. We actually bank on it and make the most of that opportunity. But for now, there's no movement. For now, there's no movement because market is still basically consolidating within that zone. Market is still basically consolidating. I'm expecting this news to like give us a break, whether to the top side or to the downside, before making our decision. But for now, we're just being patient. This is us just being patient enough, being patient enough. So let's wait for the next 10 minutes, and we'll be able to. Let's wait for the next 10 minutes before making any other decision. Let's wait for the next 10 minutes. If we are not able to get any spike, or probably let's wait for the close of this 1 hour candlestick too. Let's wait for the close of this 1 hour candlestick. But I expected a spike, but this CPI news, there aren't more volatility. There's no serious volatility in the markets. There's no serious volatility in the market. So let's check out the news itself. What was the result from the news itself? What was the result from the news? I don't know if you guys can actually still see my screen though. Oh, okay. CPI. The forecast. What was the forecast? Yes, CPI. CPI news. The previous was the result was worse than expected. The result was worse than expected. Probably that's why the market is quite still slow. Though. The result was worse than the expected. So initially, the forecast was a higher than expected figure should be seen as bullish for the US dollar, while a lower than expected figure should be seen as negative, bearish for the US dollar. Meaning that we're expecting the US dollar to be stronger, but the outcome from the news shows that the US dollar, the news was worse than what they actually expected than the previous. So the result was actually worse than the previous. So there's no decision yet. And that's why you can see the spike. That's why you can see that the spike went up straight. That's why you can see that the spike went straight up, went straight to the upside. So let's just wait for this 1 hour candlestick close. We are still not able to get a break. You see, this 1 hour candlestick is closing in the next 17 minutes. This 1 hour candlestick is closing in the next 17 minutes. So if we are not able to get a proper move to actually capitalize on, if we are not able to get a proper move for us to actually capitalize on, then we're probably going to call it a day. But we can't force this trade. We literally cannot force this trade. That's why we have to be patient. We have to be very, very patient. We have to be very, very patient enough. We have to be patient. So initially, for those wondering why this market is bullish at the moment, the market has been the major trend of this market has initially been bullish, and we have this minor move to the downside. We have this minor bearish movement, which is this one right here. We have this minor bearish movement right here. We have this minor bearish movement right here. Yeah, exactly. So we have this minor bearish movement right here. But then this trade Had it been we got a successful break of this consolidation zone, then we could have gotten on the sell. But right here, right now, the only thing we are saying is what that the market is still going to the top side. And if you are wondering why the market is buying, like I said, fundamentally according to the news was worse than the expected figure. It was worse than the expected figure, meaning that the US dollar didn't perform well. And that's why you can see gold spiking up against the dollar. So there's possibility of us seeing some buy moves in the market. There's possibility of us seeing. So that's why we're actually seeing, not possibilities again. That's why we're actually seeing this spike, these buy spikes. But let's just keep watching. There are a lot of factors that actually affect the country's currency. There are a lot of factors that actually affect the country's currency. And you can see that's why we have this spike. And this spike from this news was only able to how many pips spike was this news able to give just here? Okay. It was able to give about 140. This is about okay. It was able to give about 150 pips. Let's say 150 pips. It was only able to give about 150 pips. But then it's not stable yet. It's not stable yet. Even if it was going to be strongly bullish, we should have seen the spike breaking this. We should have seen the spike breaking this resistance level right here. So we can't actually even go on the buy yet. We can't actually go on the buy yet. If we are going to go on the buy, then we definitely have to see what? We have to see the markets break off this consolidation area. Possibilities of us having something similar to this. Probably a retest, either happening at this level or happening at this level. You feel me? Either happening at this level or happening at this level. And what? Boom, to the top side. Then markets will continue its major trend to the top side. Or markets might not even break this main zone that I marked out here and just break out this consolidation alone, this mini consolidation at this point. Market might just come back to retest this consolidation, acts like it actually wants to start selling massively. Then basically just come back to retest this consolidation zone right here and we have the spike to the top side. Do you understand? So it's quite very, very simple. So this here is not actually possible for now. This side is not possible for now. So let's just hold on. Anything we see, anything we're able to get, any move we're able to get. So the odds are more on the buys for now. Yeah, the market is more in the favor of the buys for now. It's more in favor of the buys for now. So let's just be patient and let's be patient. So literally, we'll be expecting something like this. We'll be expecting something like this. We'll be expecting to buy from here, and we should even be able to have smaller. Uh, yeah, exactly right here. This stop loss, I'm trying to keep my stop loss minimal at this 68, this 71 pips. So there's only the possibility of us having a 71, and we're going to be targeting this next high, this next significant high right here. As you can see, our last NFP news. You can watch out this NFP news on the you can watch out this NFP news on the YouTube channel. Our previous live. This was our first live on YouTube, and it went massively well. You can watch out the replay. How we're able to get this spike, and everything moved successfully, just as we predicted. So right here, right now, we're basically just banking on this opportunity. The 1 hour candlestick is about to close, and the market is still more in favor of the buys. So we're literally just expecting a break of that resistance level right there. If we're able to get a good break of that resistance level right there, then probably just wait for a retest, and we're able to bank on the buy opportunity, and from there we should be able to make good money from there. Should be able to make good money from there. So let's just be patient, watch out, and let's be patient and watch out for the market reaction at that level. Exactly. So this market is closing really soon. It's closing the next. So this live section is actually going to be stopping soon. Okay, market is approaching that level already. Market is approaching that level already. Market is approaching that level already. Okay, okay. Market is approaching that level already. So let's just be patient and wait for a real break of that level. If you're able to get markets to close, if you're able to get this 1 hour candlestick to close above that level, then we're going aggressively on the buy. Then we're definitely going aggressively on the buy. If we are able to get a proper close above that level, then we are going aggressively on the buy. We are going aggressively on the buy on gold. We are going aggressively on the buy on gold. But for now, let's just be patient. Let's be patient and see a real break. Let's see a real break of that level. We need to get a real break of that level. So we're able to get a real break of that level, then we're actually going to bank on that opportunity. We're definitely going to bank on that opportunity. So we need a good break of that level, but it's risky to actually buy now. We need to see a proper break, a proper break. We need to definitely see what a proper break. So this is definitely what we are expecting in the market right now. Let me go down to the 30 minutes time frame to make our charts look more down to lower time frame literally. Okay. So you can see right here, this is our expectation. This is our basic expectation right now. 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 But it's risky to buy here. It's risky to buy from the high. But when this high gets broken, it becomes a low. You know, when this resistance level gets broken, it becomes a support level. And it's best to actually, just like the simple rule in trading, sell from the resistance and buy from the support level. You understand me? So you sell from the high and you buy from the low. So that's the basic idea behind this trade. So let's just be patient. In the next 8 minutes, we're actually going to be ending this live section. So within the 8 minutes, we expect some real movements in the market that will give us the basis of our decision making, whether to continue, whether to enter the buy now or to actually still hold on. So, but right now we are only on the buy. Right now we're only on the buy. Why? Because of the fundamental news and looking at the spike of the market, and as well, but the buy is only guaranteed if we get a break of this resistance level. Like I said, if we get a good break of this resistance level, then we're doing what? We're capitalizing on the buy. We're capitalizing on the buy. It's that simple. You see, if we had bought from here, we'll have been in loss right now. So it's actually good to buy at a perfect entry, a proper entry. It's actually pays to buy at a perfect entry. At a perfect entry. So let's be patient, guys. The next 7 minutes we're ending this live section, just like you can see right here. This candlestick, this 30 minutes candlestick close in the next 7 minutes. I think it's the same for the 1 hour. The 1 hour candlestick also closes in the next 7 minutes. So in that next 7 minutes, we must have been able to make decision based on what we actually want to do in this market, but we cannot make decision within this consolidation area. And when you're trading consolidations as well, when you're trading consolidation, it is always best to do what? To sell from the high, to sell from the high of that consolidation and buy from the low of that consolidation. Do you understand? So this is me not acting as a professional, not acting like somebody that understands the whole market or whatever, but as a person just sharing his idea. So I'm basically just sharing my idea with you guys, and I'm basically sharing my idea with you. And if you have any question, just drop your question in the chat box. Drop your question in the chat box if you have any question. And if you're able to get anything, just let me know in the chat box. Drop anything, anything you gain, drop it in the chat box. And if you're enjoying this live so far, let me start seeing some fire or love emoji. Those things just motivate me to keep doing it, to keep doing what I'm doing. I basically I'm just happy sharing my idea with you guys, and we grow together. That's the main goal. That's the main goal, guys. So let's just be patient, just like I said. I'm basically waiting to get a break. So in the next 5 minutes, we are stopping this live session. If we don't get a break, then we are not trading yet. If we don't get a break, then we are not trading yet. It's actually very much better to do what? Be patient than doing the right thing. You can do the wrong. It's actually than doing the wrong thing rather. You can do the wrong thing and you are right and you make money. You can do the wrong thing and you make money, but it's not sufficient. you definitely are still going to make mistake in the long run as time goes on. So it's always better to do what? Wait for your strategy, shoot when market gets to your entry, and be patient. That's the main goal. And be patient, and be patient, and be patient. Okay, I have a question here. Nana, yeah. Why is the news not really affecting the market? Why is the news not really affecting the market? Yeah, because it's an high impact news, right? Now, why is it not really affecting? It affected the market though. It affected the market because you can see the market is just that it didn't really move that much. And when it doesn't really move that much, there are a lot of, just like I said the other time, there are a lot of uh, confluences. There are a lot of factors that actually affect the country's currency. The news also play a very high role in affecting the currency of the markets. Are you with me? But then that we don't get a real move in a news doesn't mean that news that doesn't mean that news is high impact news. It's just that it wasn't it wasn't as volatile as we expected. And just like the CPI news, CPI simply stands for Consumer Price Index. You understand? And that measures the overall change in the price of goods and services that people literally buy in that country. So the CPI that came out now, it just simply measures the overall change, the change in the price of the goods and services that people consumed in US, in the United States over the last month. So that's all this news just came to measure. And that we didn't see much volatility might simply mean that there wasn't much difference. Do you understand? It might mean there wasn't much difference. There was a difference, but there wasn't much difference. Do you understand? So, but this news now has given us an idea because as a result of the news, we understand that what the US dollar is getting weakened a bit against gold, meaning that and that's shifting our mindsets to what to be capitalizing on the buy. But graphically speaking, we can only capitalize on that buy when we get a break of this resistance level, and probably we'll get a retest, which is affirming our position and confirming our position better. Then we'll do what we strike immediately. We stack our lot size and watch properly. But you can see right here why it is more dangerous to have entered a buy from here. See the way market is rejecting from that resistance level. So let's just watch whatever we're able to get. And if we get a break to the down, before going forward, I hope you understand my question. I hope you understand my answer. Were you able to did you understand better now? Were you able to gain anything from that answer that I gave you? Do you understand better now? Do you understand better now? On why that news wasn't really impacting the market? It might simply be because there wasn't really much difference uh between the previous and the actual news that came out. So that's the main reason. So that's why there wasn't much volatility. I didn't mean the ratio. The ratio was about 2.1 and then it spiked to about 4 point something. Then that's when you will have seen okay, yes, okay, cool. So that's nice. Nana Yao, well done. That's nice. Okay. So and you might have been like, why didn't we get on the sale as well at this resistance level? That's why patience is a virtue in trading. What if you have gotten on the sale and you finally get a break, they start running up and down? That's simply gambling. That's simply gambling. That's not trading. So initially we'll have been about 72 pips or 76 pips profit, but it's better to do the right thing. It's always better to do the right thing. So the 1 hour candlestick is closing the next 1 minute, and this live section is stopping the next 1 minute. So when this 1 hour candlestick close, any reaction it gives us must give the basis for whether we're actually going to see a spike that is going to break that resistance level to the top side, or whether we're actually going to be seeing a break to the downside instead. So let's just be patient. And our Telegram group will be active from next month as well. So from next month, in every video that I upload, I'll actually be sharing the Telegram link there. So you can actually join because I'll be sharing my trade ideas. This is simply me growing alongside yourself and sharing the little I know. Yeah, I know very, very little. So I'm just basically sharing the little I know. And I hope this section has been helpful. I hope this section has been helpful. I hope this section has been helpful. Nana, yeah, has this section been helpful? Has this section been helpful? Were you able to gain anything? Were you able to see markets differently? And what do you think we're supposed to have done the other way around? This is me just listening to you and getting to hear your opinion. That's the whole thing about trading. Nobody's an island of knowledge. You just tend to like share idea and learn. Yeah, exactly. So that's how it is. Okay, the 1 hour candlestick is closing the next. And just like initially when we started this live, I was expecting a sell. I was expecting a sell, but we weren't able to get a break of this level, and the pressure was more on the buy, and that's why I had to set this this buy example right here. So the 1 hour candlestick just closed, and it's giving more opportunity to the sellers because this 1 hour candlestick closed as a doji. It's closed as a doji, even though it's like this long. It's closed as an indecision. Yeah, this 1 hour candle closed as an indecision candle. So what happened? Whether we have a break to the top side or to the downside, we just basically do what? Expect a retest, and boom, we bank on the opportunity. Okay, cool. So it has been helpful. Nice. I'm happy I was able to help. Moga was able to help. Yeah. So you were in the last live section that we had, right? And you were able to make good money, right? The last section that we had. You were in the last section that we had. The last section that we had. The last NFP news that we had, right? And you were able to make good money. How was the last position? This was that last. This was that NFP news. Although we don't have to rely on our old wins. We just have to look for it. But this was it. See, crazy move. 400 pips, 400 pips, crazy move. So these are just basically what replicating our same strategy, analysis, and everything, and just do what bank on the opportunity. So that will be all for today, guys. That will be all for today. If there's any okay, made crazy profits. Nice. Okay. So you were able to make crazy profit from the last class, from the last NFP news that we traded live together. That's nice. That's nice. All right. So that will be all for today. Have a good one. Take care, guys, and endeavor to subscribe. Let me pin that right here for people that do watch our for people that do watch the aftermath. I have a lot of people that do watch the aftermath. Subscribe and pin and turn subscribe and do what to subscribe for more useful for more great content like this. Okay, sorry. Uh okay. Okay, so that will be all for today, guys. If I get any opportunity, I'm definitely going to share with you guys. Thank you for joining and endeavor to subscribe if you enjoy this live stream. That will be all for today, guys. Thank you. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.